missed and pot. But crucially, from O'Sullivan's point of view, he has stopped Selby's march to level the match. What a final we have on our hands. 18, of course, is the target here at the Crucible. Three more in this session.
And I think it's just one of those occasions again where that interval has come where Mark needed to stay out there, wanted to stay out there. It certainly helped Ronnie because he was all over the place.
So, sorry, I was just going to say, so often we see, don't we, the interval changing things.
Especially when the player is right in the zone, which Mark was in that first mini session.
He wanted to stay out there, didn't he? But Ronnie was showing signs of frailty again, and the frame just completed. Selby, though, suddenly seemed to get an attack of the nerves. Understandable. So much at stake. So much pressure.
That's better. Okay, that red went near the corner pocket, but he's managed to miss the green. And again, it makes all the difference. Now, that red there is Ronnie's problem. Glad to be back at 11 all, though, because it could have easily been 12-10, and then you would have had to really work hard here this afternoon. That red was always going to be the problem. And at first glance, it's not too bad, actually. I don't think this red passes the pink to the middle. No. He's only got a thin cut back into this left corner. Well, he's had a bit of a touch there. This has to be made. Well played. Gone too far.
One.
Might play the green to the middle. Again, well played. What Mark's got to do here is just think about how well he played in those first 4 frames. Get back to just stroking the ball. Yes, last frame was a little bit edgy for both of them, but he's played terrific so far in this session. Hang on. Hang on. Oof.
5.
It looked in. Those are the margins between success and failure. And that one only just wriggled in. There's no doubt the tension levels have been cranked up since the interval.
Eleven. $18. 19.
Just wanted a little bit more on the white there. Perhaps he was thinking about the black, but he will take the blue. I think he just what we call a power stun shot here, create the angle. There's that red at the back of the pack. Nicely done.
$24. $25.
Could go into them, but I think probably at this stage you might just pick the single reds off. There you go. Hang on, hang on. Oh, he wishes he played the other shot.
Mark Selby,
But
25.
that's so unlucky.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 7.
Well, he chose to go aggressive, but very unlucky.
I wonder how important that 20-second frame is going to prove to be at the end of the evening.
Pace glued to the back cushions, magnets. Good return. Well, it could have been worse, but I think this red might go through the gap to this left corner. Could play it to the right, of course. Just wanted 2 loose ones from Mark. He's played so well to get back into this match, but didn't want to start playing those at this stage. Because in the first 4 frames, he completely slammed the door on his face and just slightly opening it once more for him. Oh, unlucky. Two good percentages there. Caught the blue. Okay, he's covered the blue there, but he's got the shot on the yellow or the green. And there's plenty of reds open.
Three. Four.
I have to say, probably the panel's taken a little bit of time to unfold, get going, but I'll tell you what, it's warming up nicely
11.
now. Won't go to that corner. I'll have to go back for the baulk colours.
Twelve.
Okay, just looking to refocus and try and play the standard of stuff he played in the first four. Again, amazing, isn't it? It always
14.
happens. Balls potted, 337 each.
Thank you. 15.
That's where he wants the cue ball. It's got on the other side, but he needs a good kiss here. He hasn't had one. Well, he got too
90.
much into the white there, well, not enough. I think he's played down the right-hand side as we look.
Mark Selby, 19.
And a break for Selby, but a useful 37-point lead. As he looks to regain his advantage in this final. 8 hours of thoroughly engrossing snooker.
That white's close.
Foul. Mark Selby, 4.
Well, he's not having the best of afternoons. This wasn't in the script for Ronnie. That was very close. Could have taken the red onto the left corner. Chose to play the cross double with an element of safety. Although he's got a 41-point lead here, Mark has got to be careful. Great shot. Caught that beautifully. Well, he's playing off those two races left of the black there on the thick side. He's just was checking everything. Well, the reds are going to finish. Well, I thought he was. He's just dropping down here. Well, that's pretty good. Probably might be playing back to ball. That's why we're concerned about opening up the reds. But that will do. .41 the difference, 75 remaining. Wonderful shot there. A couple of people in the audience applauded. Well, actually, as we go to the applause, just obviously said good shot running, and it was, because with a little touch of side on, it played it beautifully. Always push one out. Just a little bit on the thick side. Well, I'm not sure whether he'll take this on because he's colliding into the red. Oh, well, there you go. Doesn't fancy it. Can't blame him. Need some cover now, though. Great shot. Pink has covered the red. Only just.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Well, it's okay. White's found the pocket, but when I say that, is there a possible plant? to this left corner. I can see that happen. Ronnie's checking these as we look at Mark there. I think Ronnie's checking these two reds near the corner. I think that's a possible.
A little bit risky.
Well, I think that's on. He's got to catch the first one thin. Well, he's looking at it once more. I think he's made up his mind. Well, I think he's playing the safety. I don't think he's playing the plant here. I think he's playing a thin safety. Too thick.
Maybe now he wishes he'd gone for the plant.
Well, I thought there was other options on there, Phil. He took the harder one, didn't he? Trying to just clip off that red thin.
Could cost him the frame.
Especially if Mark can get this one right or land on the black. I mean, there was other options than that one. I suppose he's played it because he didn't want to leave Mark the chance of the plant. Very surprised he didn't take it on himself.
Oh dear.
Hang on.
Well, just one or two signs, Mike, in the last couple of frames that Selby's beginning to feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, he was solid in the first four.
Perhaps it's beginning to dawn on Mark Selby that he's got a really good chance to become world champion. Didn't look likely at 10-5 down last night.
I think the thing is as well, from Mark's point of view, we know that Ronnie's got 5. If Mark wins today, I think he could win 2 or 3, possibly 4. But this guy, there's pressure on Ronnie as well. You know, he's looking for 6 to equal Steve Davis's and then go after Stephen Hendry's 7. But that would be unbelievable if he finishes up with 8 at the end of his career. I don't think anybody else will get there in the future. It'll be somebody very special. This guy is very special.
6.
Poor positional shot, though. You heard O'Sullivan's groan as soon as he hit it. Needs some help.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
And I think he's got it.
Well, you can see the red on the cushion. Well, that'll be some shot to take that on.
Well, this is crucible drama at its best. Both players right under the cosh. Families are suffering too. Mark's wife, Vicky, and her parents playing every shot.
She looks pretty cool, doesn't she, there?
She does.
Well, if you can get beyond this red on the side cushion, you could just drop onto the one near the pocket, but I'm not sure whether that is on. We'd probably have to play a little swerve around the brown. There you go. But that would be some shot to hit that dead weight. Oh, this is answers on a postcard here. What does he do? That's a possible. But again, if he doesn't get it right, we'll do the red to the middle. There's no doubt that he's in trouble.
2 minutes and counting. I think he's lost for ideas, and you can't blame him. He's going to need a bit of luck, that's for sure. It was a hidden hope. And he's left one. .31 the difference in Selby's favour, but still 67 on the table.
Well, people probably think that was a bit reckless, but he was in all sorts of trouble there, Mark, and if you hit it at that pace, there's always a chance that you can pot one. It was a 50-50 chance, but didn't work on this occasion. Now, can Ronnie here steal this frame?
8. Nine. $16. $17. $22. $23.
Anything but straight. And
28.
it's straight. Well, I don't know. Can he get out for the black here? He could pot the red, lay the snooker.
If he plays it at pace for position, it makes the shot so much harder.
Well, pot the red snooker.
29.
Good visit, money.
Very
sorry, fellas, he's got himself right back into this one, hasn't he?
useful contribution, wasn't it? Just 2 points between them now, but more importantly, Selby in a snooker with the colours remaining. 2 more frames to go in this session. After this one, it's been a lengthy session. All of the frames has been pretty elongated, but it has been thoroughly compelling stuff.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Selby started brilliantly, winning the first 4, thoroughly outplaying O'Sullivan in those frames. Another half-hour number underway here. It's a question of what his advantage might be at the end of the session, if indeed he has one.
Oof, how close was that?
Foul and a miss.
Is this a free ball?
Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
No, I think it'll go back. It's not a free ball.
Yeah.
Just thinking, Phil, these two lads are on in about, and again in an hour and 50, and they've still got 2 to play.
Exactly, and you wonder, with that in mind, whether they might consider coming off a frame early just to give them a bit of a rest before the finale.
Might play one more. I mean, it's a 40-minute thing. Well, I think we'll have to play 2, but I think there's a decision to be made there. You know, our tournament director, Mike Ganley, might just come out and ask the boys and say, well, you know, just want to play 1 and put it on to tonight, so it would be a possible 11. I think that should be the thing, really.
It happened in the semi-final, didn't it, between Neil Robertson and Mark Selby. They came off a frame early in order to give them a bit of rest before the final session. And it has been a lengthy one, this.
I'm sure that it's being considered backstage. Might only play one more after this. Good hit. And the thing is, we want these two boys in fine fettle this evening to put on a good display.
Well, close to leaving the yellow on, but I think that's too tough. Much harder than it appears on screen. Just the safety. Where's the white? Well, that wasn't great from O'Sullivan.
He's left it on, and I think Mark might take this on. It's a chance. He can stun this in, come off the side cushion with a cue ball for the green to the middle. I think he's got to go for this.
Needs up to and including the pink to pinch the frame.
Well, he hasn't shown Ronnie any weaknesses so far, and he won't back away from this one either. Depends where it finishes. Do you know he's nearly got a snooker? Well, that is unbelievable. Look at that.
Full ball.
I think going back to that thing about the two frames to come, Phil, I think the sensible thing would be just to only play one more. I mean, they might even take them off after this one, I don't know. But I think they've got time for one more. Two. Well, it's going to take it a little bit tight into the final session.
Coming up to 5:15 UK time, 6:15 in Europe. There's the Selby clan again. With play scheduled to resume at 7 UK time.
Well, he's had another one there. Clipped off the brown. That's two he's had.
If it does happen, it would mean a possible 11 frames on the resumption. Could be a very, very long night. Dave Hendon and Joe Johnson will be bringing you that one.
I bet they'll love you for that.
Well, we think back to the great Crucible finishes, none better, of course, than 1985. 18-17, Taylor, final black after midnight. Could we see such drama again?
Foul, and a miss. Mark Selby for.
Not much doubt that that'll be going back.
Yeah, it's not a free ball. I'll tell you what, if that had come over a little bit further, he would have had the free ball black.
And that would have been curtains. "35 minutes. The longest frame of the session. And we've had some long ones. Selby currently winning the session 4-1.
Might be a reflection of cushion. Yeah, can you put it up, Polly? Yeah? That way.
Olivier Martial operating the still frame. Well, again, that's a possible, but if he catches it with pace and too thick, it could go in off. Ronnie can see the left edge here, but it's the finest of edges, but could come off two cushions perhaps. going direct. Well, he was concerned when it was going down. It's not bad.
Well, breaking news is that this session will come to an end at the end of this frame, 2 frames early. That will give you some idea as to how prolonged it's been, but you can't take your eyes off it.
It was the sensible thing to do, really. If we have another 30, 40-minute frame, it doesn't give the boys much time. And it's compelling, isn't it? It really is, and it sets things up nicely for this evening. Okay, it might be 12 frames, but who cares?
Make that 13 now. Is it 12 or 13? My maths is deserting me under the pressure.
Yes, there was going to be 10. We got 2. It'd be 12, wouldn't it?
Goodness me, if it goes the distance.
Could be a great night. Whatever you've got on, cancel it.
Good hit from O'Sullivan. How's his luck? Well, could have been worse. What an extraordinary session it's been. Selby fighting back brilliantly. 6 straight frames from 10-5 down. Had a chance to make it 7. Then they all started missing.
He's gone for it. He's got the snooker.
He certainly had the rub of the green in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, if that had gone in, it was frame over. He's playing the swerve. This could finish anywhere. Great shot. Caught it very well.
Applause richly deserved for that one. It's a marathon now. Who is going to have the edge going into this evening's finale? Whatever happens in this frame, it's going to be wonderful. We haven't had a close final since 2011. John Higgins fighting back to beat Judd Trump 18-15. I fancy this could go even closer, and maybe all the way. Champions dinner could have turned into breakfast, Mike.
Yes. Brunch. Nearly got him behind the black, but at least the green has covered the path for the yellow.
O'Sullivan needs up to and including the blue as things stand.
I think this goes. You just have to look at the potting angle. The green is waiting. If it goes in, there's room there. Nope. Well, this frame is beginning to end like the last one. Well, I'll tell you what, he's had 2 or 3, hasn't he? Ugh.
Sullivan snookered yet again after a Selby error.
And this is just the afternoon session. We've got the grand finale to come. We might see Mark go for this. Green is waiting.
Terrific pot, but what about position?
Well, if he'd have caught that blacker, literally, might have been snookered. Well, I'm right down the line of this one, Phil, and he can get the green.
So it's all about green to brown. Oh.
Mark Selby 2.
What tension, what drama, what entertainment.
Well, they don't know it yet, you know, that they're coming off after this frame, but I think they'll be highly delighted, to be honest. They just want to get out of there and think about things this evening.
They'll both feel a bit battered and bruised, I think, particularly this man, O'Sullivan. But if he can pinch this frame, he'll still have the edge, just as he did at the start of the afternoon, albeit a 3-frame gap. This would be just the one. Now, how's O'Sullivan's luck? I think it's all right.
Coming up to 44 minutes this frame. I think we might have another 10 minutes of it left yet, the way things are going. It could go beyond, it won't go beyond the hour mark, but...
Certainly with the brown now in a safe position, you've got to think there's a bit more to travel in this one. Oohs and ahs wherever you look.
Great shot. He's played one. It's not great. It's cuttable. But the problem I've got here is the black, because where this white is going around, he might just finish the left-hand side of the brown here. He needs to land the right-hand side of the brown, which makes it a more difficult positional shot. I suppose you're having to play it playing ball. Yeah, he was always going the wrong side of the brown. Well, I assume it doesn't go.
3.
I don't think it does.
Just 1 point between them now.
Well, it won't go past the black, I'm sure. So he's thinking of sending the brown up the table, playing like a little half stun behind the black here. What a great effort. I'll tell you what,
Mark
if he
Selby
got that
3.
white behind the black, that was real trouble for Ronnie. And Mark knew it. And he'd be disappointed he didn't get it there.
Good safety from O'Sullivan. In what is now one of the longest frames of the tournament, 47 minutes. What a crucial one as well. Who is going to have that one frame advantage when we resume later? Remember, this is the 6th and final frame of this session. It's been a long one, and the decision has been made to pull them off early and let them have a bit of a break before we resume for the finish tonight.
£300,000 are waiting for the winner this evening. I'll tell you, you can say they don't in their money.
Biggest prize in the history of the sport. Up 50,000 this year.
But of course, it's one who's looking for 6 world titles. This man coming to the table looking for his first. I think he's playing this cushion first. Pushed it towards the corner. That's not good. Didn't mean to put it there. Ronnie can pot this and come around off a couple of cushions to get the white onto the over to the right hand side of the table on the blue. He'll be going for this. Hang on though, where's that cue ball?
Blue and pink required for O'Sullivan to have a satisfactory conclusion to what has been a very difficult session for the Rocket.
They've got an hour and a half before they come back for this evening. We've only had 6 out of the 8 frames, but I tell you what, it's been compelling.
Selby started brilliantly, just as he had to. 4 straight frames to put Rocket Ronnie under pressure. Well, why on earth did he hit it so hard?
Why is he playing on the black
Ronnie
there?
O'Sullivan, 9.
He only needed the pink.
Yep.
Why has he hit this so hard? He only needed to drop it in. Would you believe that? Well, it just goes to show it doesn't matter how good you are, even if you're a genius like Ronnie O'Sullivan, the pressure can tell.
Well, I don't believe that. I don't believe what he's trying to do there. Just knock it in, just like Sayfield, just drop it in, doesn't matter, it's all over, handshake, gone. But Mark's got a tough pot here because he's got to try and play this dead weight to give himself a shot on the black. It's there. Well, would you believe that pink from Ronnie?
Oh, this is no gimme, by the way. Everything crossed in the Selby box, but
they're filling it, aren't they?
O'Sullivan's going to have nightmares about that pink. What was going through his mind? Unbelievable session of snooker. A shortened session, yes, but a dramatic one. And can you believe that Mark Selby has emerged by taking it 5-1? He has taken a lead into the deciding session. Ronnie O'Sullivan missing an unbelievable pink that would have given him a 12-11 advantage. But even so, it's all to play for when they resume tonight.